Hello, welcome to Glasstire Top Five for the week of August 22nd. My name is Christopher Blay.
I am Christina Rees.
Number 5 is Fred Baldwin at the Manil Collection. Fred Baldwin just wrote an autobiography and is doing a book signing at the Manil. And the book covers his career as a photographer, which was launched probably when he photographed Picasso back in 1955. Yeah, he went on to document the Korean War. He was in Georgia in 1963 for the Civil Rights March, photographed that, and went on with his wife, Wendy, to establish PhotoFest. And the book covers really the period from his meeting with Picasso up to the creation of PhotoFest.
Yeah, he would be known in Houston very much so for being a founder of PhotoFest, which their offices are in Houston. It's a big international biennial that happens as well as programming throughout the year. But he's going to be doing a lecture and talks about some of his experiences. That's next Wednesday night. We're putting it in this week's Top 5 because we won't have another Top 5 before this actual event takes place. So next Wednesday evening at the Manil, you can catch up with Fred Baldwin and his new book. So number 4 is Megan Solis. This is a performance she's going to do outside of San Antonio. I have to say I misread this when I first read about the event. I knew she was in Texas. She's getting her MFA at RISD. She's from San Antonio. We've covered her quite a bit, but I thought it was NorthPark Center, our NorthPark, Dallas.
Yeah, which would have been an odd but worth visiting performance.
Yeah, I mean, NorthPark, as associated with the Nasher and the Nasher collection, and there is a lot of art there, it seemed like it could happen, but her type of performance art, I was like, I don't know how that's going to work. Okay, it's NorthPark Lake, or it's called Converse Lake at NorthPark Center. It's just outside of San Antonio. She's home for a little bit this summer. She's performing as a new character, I think called Glory West. She performs always in character. She's always masked. You never actually see her. You could say that she's something of a protege of Christy Blizzard, or has certainly taken some of her cues from her. But Megan's doing her own thing, and she's off getting her master's. And it's nice to have her back in Texas for a few weeks, doing some performances for us while she's here, and that is on Sunday night.
All right, number 3 is Jennifer Steincamp at Tally Dunn Gallery in Dallas. Steincamp she was just interviewed by Colette Copeland for Glasstire and for this exhibition. And her work is 3D animation, is what she's widely known for, although in that conversation, a lot of her views on the socio-political issues of 2019 come to bear. And
yeah, she hasn't had an institutional show or a big show in Dallas since 2007. She's LA based. You see her work kind of, I mean, we've seen a lot of her work out there. She's in a lot of public works collections. The stuff is beautiful. It's really engaging. I also see it in private collectors' homes. One of the most surprising place I saw at one time is I went to the powder room. I shouldn't even say this, but I'm going to say it. On the kind of the near the baseboard of this powder room, the lights were out, and there was this beautiful moving animation of one of Steincamp's, kind of illustrative botanical things. It was kind of crazy in a bathroom and a small space. But anyway, this should be a big installation at Tally Dunn's Gallery, and we look forward to that. So number 2, I just feel like we need to mention it. It's Paul Horn. It's called Greatest Hits. It's at Bill's Junk in Houston. Paul Horn is an interesting artist. He hasn't shown that often recently. He's kind of on and off the radar. Definitely has a very interesting history in Houston. He kind of works with a lot of pop culture icons and a lot of like movie memorabilia, but he works it into this sort of grotesque, absurd thing that happens. And I don't think that this has any bearing on his relationship with Deborah Colton's gallery. He shows a lot of his kind of more formalized collages with her. There may be some of those in this show. But if he has a show, it's worth mentioning because it probably doesn't happen as frequently as we would like.
And number 1 is the culmination of the residencies at Artpace San Antonio.
Yeah, this round it's Francis Almendarez, Juana Cordova, and Narcissus Sister. All three shows are meant to be very good. Francis, our Texas artist who is in residence, he's been working on a video for literally years. I want to say 5 years, 8 years, and this is that video. I think it's a multi-channel installation.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's supposed to be great. Juana Cordova has what looks like a big sculptural installation. Narcissus Sister, who we actually put on the top 5 as recently as July 4th for her film and performance work. This is her sculpture and her collages. This is the 2D and 3D work that you can go in and see in exhibition. This is a performance that I know of, although Narcissus Sister, we're a big fan of her performance stuff as well. But yeah, the Artpace shows are always good. This is up through September 8th. This is your last chance to see it. Summer shows are always really strong there. So those are some good shows to see here in the last dog days of summer. And go see some art.
Go see it. Go see some art.